Hello students, this is my second part of chapter 2, that is functions of management. Before moving further, I will just like to recall the last day's lecture. In last day we have done with the introduction to functions of management, and we have done with the first function of management, which is the basic function, and that is planning. We have done with the definitions of planning, as well as we have seen the importance of planning. And after that, we can conclude it that planning is the basic function of management. Always the management will start first with the planning. The other functions will follow up the planning, right? So now the second function, today I'm going to start with organizing. First, the meaning. Organizing is the process of identifying, bringing the required resources together, such as men, money, material, machine, and method, grouping and arranging them properly for achieving the objectives. In planning, the management decides what is to be done in future, whereas organizing function decides the ways and means to achieve what has been planned. This function is important for execution of plans which has been prepared by top level management people. The synchronization and combination of workforce, physical, financial and information resources are established in the process of organizing. So once the planning is done, after that organizing comes into picture. Now suppose anything has been targeted. In planning we have learned that the first thing to do for planning is to know the objectives, right? Then we should know how we have to reach there, right? So in planning, when we set the target, so in organizing, planning is just the future actions, but whereas organizing is what? It decides the ways. मुझे करना है, लेकिन कैसे करना है, ये जो तरीका है, मैं कौन सा तरीका इस्तेमाल करेंगे, किस वे से करेंगे, right? To achieve the organize whatever is planned, whatever ways or whatever action, whatever different means you take, right? That is called as organizing. Now, it is important for the execution of plans which are prepared by the top level management. Planning is basically done at the top level management, right? प्लानिंग कौन करता है? जो टॉप लेवल में होते हैं वही प्लान कर लेते हैं कि हमारे बिजनेस को ये करना है, ये करना है, ये करना है. नाउ उसको ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए जब काम जो फंक्शन यूज होता है, जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, that is used to get the results, is to execution of plan, right? After planning, now the next step will be the execution of plan. Now see here, the return is the synchronization and combination. What will be synchronization? Means again coordination, एक दूसरे के साथ उसको synchronize करना. एक कुछ अलग कर रहा है, दूसरा कुछ अलग कर रहा है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Everyone should focus only on the main objective, only on the single aim, right? So that is synchronization and combination of workforce, that is workers, employees, then physical, financial and information resources. Okay, now moving to the definition of organization. The term organization is used to denote the structure. It is a unit or group of people who come together to achieve goal, whereas organizing is a process and a function. Some of the definitions are as follows. So it is nothing but the structure. स्ट्रक्चर मीन्स जहाँ पे कुछ लोग, कुछ ग्रुप बन जाता है लोगों का, कुछ ग्रुप आता है जिसको हम एक यूनिट बोलेंगे. जैसे 10 लोगों का एक ग्रुप तो वो एक यूनिट हो गया, 10 लोगों का दूसरा ग्रुप वो एक यूनिट हो गया, जो सामने आते हैं, जो काम करते हैं और जिनका कॉमन गोल होता है. इन अ ग्रुप एवरीवन विल हैव द कॉमन गोल, राइट? नाउ सी फर्स्ट Mooney and Rayleigh. Organization is a form of every human association for attainment of a common purpose. So what is organization? It's nothing but a form of every human association for attainment of common purpose. Means if you want to achieve any common purpose, you have to make the association. Whose association? Association मतलब group. किसका association बनाना है? किसका ग्रुप बनाना है? ह्यूमंस का. ये ह्यूमंस कौन है? वर्किंग फोर्स ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. जो भी वर्किंग फोर्स है आपका, उसका आपको एक एसोसिएशन, एक ग्रुप बनाना है ताकि आप क्या अटेंड कर सको? कॉमन पर्पस. देन Kuntz and O'Donnell. Organization involve the grouping of activities necessary to accomplish goals and plans. The assignments of these activities to appropriate departments and the provision of authority, delegation and coordination. What do you mean by organizing? According to them, it is nothing but the grouping of activities that is necessary to accomplish goals and plans. कुछ एक्टिविटीज़ के ग्रुप बनाने हैं हमको so that they can accomplish goals and plan. The assignment of these activities to appropriate departments and the provision of authority, delegation and coordination. अब ये जो ग्रुप बनाया था हमने एक्टिविटी का, इसका जो असाइनमेंट है, मतलब इसको जो हैंड ओवर है, ये एक एक डिपार्टमेंट को कर दिया है. सब डिपार्टमेंट को अलग अलग हम काम दे देंगे और उन सबको, उस डिपार्टमेंट के जो लोग हैं उनको वही काम करना है. इसके लिए अथॉरिटी भी दी जाएगी, डेलीगेशन भी होगा और उनके बीच में कोऑर्डिनेशन भी होना चाहिए. Now the third one, Theo Hyman. Organizing is the process of defining and grouping the activities of the enterprise and establishing the authority relationships among them. In performing the organizing function, the manager defines, departmentalizes and assigns activity so that they can be most effectively executed. तो organization में क्या होता है? मैनेजर लोगों में काम बांट देता है so that it can be executed efficiently. Okay, so out of these three, any one you have to by heart it. Now moving to the importance of organizing. Organizing is concerned with grouping and assigning the organizational activities among different departments and workforce. The importance of organizing can be stated as follows. The first one, facilitates administration as well as operation. So now organizing process leads to identify and to group the activities. Grouping and assigning the activities is the task of administration, whereas processing according to its operational activity. Thus, organizing facilitates administration as well as operation of the organization. Due to proper grouping of the task and employees, there is increase in production and reduction in wastage. Duplication of work is restricted and effective delegation becomes possible. इसका मतलब क्या है? It facilitates administration as well as operation also. Administration मतलब एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन डिपार्टमेंट का काम क्या होता है कि ये आपको करना है, बोल दिया, राइट. पर ऑपरेशन क्या है? ऑपरेशन मीन्स एक्चुअली में, जैसे कि वर्कर्स में को काम समाज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव डिपार्टमेंट बोल देगा कि आपको आज 500 यूनिट्स प्रोड्यूस करने हैं. दिस इज द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव हैज़ गिवन द कमांड टू द वर्कर्स. But how they have to produce, how machines will be used, how many people will work in a group, all this is the operational activity. So what manager does, managers take care of both of this. He makes the group of people according to the task, and because of this, क्योंकि वो अलग अलग ग्रुप बना देता है, जैसे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने डिसाइड किया है वैसे ऑपरेशन करेंगे. ऑपरेशन यहाँ पे वो डॉक्टर वाला ऑपरेशन नहीं है. यहाँ पे ऑपरेशन मीन्स to execute the order, whatever is the order given by the upper level management, that is to be executed. So that is operation here, right? Task, basically operation is nothing but task. So due to this, because of doing this administration and operation, there will be increase in production. time से काम खत्म होगा, production बढ़ जाएगा, reduction नहीं होगा, wastage नहीं होगी, duplication of work. अभी 10 लोगों का ग्रुप है, बोल दिया है कि ये करना है, लेकिन किसी को ये नहीं पता है कि क्या करना है, तो एक आदमी 2 आदमी एक ही काम कर रहे हैं, तो इट्स जस्ट अ डुप्लीकेशन ऑफ वर्क, राइट. सो उसमें भी टाइम पास ही होगा, तो वो नहीं करना है. सो इससे क्या होगा? इफेक्टिव डेलीगेशन. डेलीगेशन मीन्स पास ऑन करना, पास ऑन करना काम कि तुम करो, ये तुम करो, तुम करो, ये डेलीगेट करना, इसको हम बोलते हैं कि effective delegation becomes possible. Now coming to the second point, brings specialization. Organizational structure is a network of relationship in which the work is divided into units and departments. This division of work helps in bringing specialization in various activities of organization. Specialization in activities lead to increase in organizational efficiency. Now, जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हमने पहले भी एक सेंटेंस में पढ़ा कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज नथिंग बट अ स्ट्रक्चर कितने लोग किस ग्रुप में होंगे, क्या काम करेंगे, दैट इज स्ट्रक्चर. सो इट इज़ नथिंग बट नेटवर्क ऑफ रिलेशनशिप. उसमें एक नेटवर्क होता है जिसमें काम डिवाइड हो जाता है, किसमें, यूनिट्स एंड डिपार्टमेंट्स में. सो whenever there is division, means if the work is divided, what is it? Division of work. Do you remember the Henry Fayol's first principle, division of work? What was the main aim of that division of work? To bring the perfectness, right? To bring specialization in that work. If a person is doing the same, if a limited work in which he is good and he is doing it for a long period of time, he is going to get specialized. So this is nothing but division of work. In organization, they divide the work among the groups or units, which helps in to bring specialization in various activities, right? So ultimately, it is going to increase your organizational efficiency. Okay, now moving to the third point. It defines the job properly. Organizational structure helps in putting right men on right job, which can be done by selecting people for various departments according to their qualification, skill and expertise. This is helping in defining the jobs properly, which clarifies the role of every person. So जो organizational structure है ये इसमें भी help कर सकता है कि किसमें job properly define कर सकता है. Means the person, if suppose a person has done suppose he is a CA, person is CA. So where he should work in an accounting department. A person has done MBA in finance. So where he should work in a finance department, right? A person has done MBA in human resource. So where he should work in HR department. So in such a way, whatever are the skill, expertise or qualification of a single individual, they should be placed according to that in that unit only, in that field only, right? अगर मार्केटिंग वाले बंदे को आप सेलिंग करने बोलोगे तो उसको नहीं कर पाएगा, या कर भी पाएगा लेकिन इतने अच्छे से नहीं कर पाएगा, राइट? So to get the maximum output, what is it that they should define the job properly and clarify the role of every person कि वो आपको क्या काम है, what is your job profile. This is called as job profile. Job profile clear होनी चाहिए हर इंडिविजुअल कि मेरा काम का क्या मेरा काम है, कितना काम मुझे करना है, कैसे करना है, क्या मेरी लिमिटेशंस है, राइट? सो दे कैन फोकस ऑन देयर ओन वर्क. सो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हेल्प्स इन डिफाइनिंग द जॉब प्रॉपरली. मूविंग नेक्स्ट. It clarifies authority and responsibility. Organizational structure defines the role of every manager. This can be done by delegating the authority to every manager and clarifying the way he can exercise those powers so that misuse of powers does not take place. Well-defined jobs and responsibilities helps in bringing efficiency into managers' working. This helps in increasing productivity. So as I told you, it defines job properly. So here even manager are in this circle only, right? So organizational structure will define the role of manager. कैसे वो कर सकते हैं? By delegating the authority and his powers. Now what do we mean by delegating? यानी जो टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट है वो डेलीगेट कर रहा है, मतलब वो उतनी अथॉरिटी यानी क्या दे रहा है, पावर दे रहा है उनको राइट्स दे रहा है कि तुम ये कर सकते हो, तुम उनको चिल्ला सकते हो, तुम उनको देख सकते हो, तुम उनको चेंज कर सकते हो उनका जॉब, राइट? सो ये दिस इज कॉल्ड एज डेलीगेटिंग द अथॉरिटी एंड व्हाट एक्सरसाइजिंग देयर पावर्स. उससे क्या होगा, So misuse of power does not take place when a manager, every manager, right? There are various managers in an organization like marketing manager, administrative manager, selling manager, finance manager, and everyone is handling their own department. So if financial manager is given his rights and his authority is delegated to him, he will look into his department. He will not go and look into the marketing department, right? अगर एक मैनेजर को बोलेंगे कि तुम मार्केटिंग भी देखो, सेलिंग भी देखो, तो क्या हो जाएगा, प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी. ही कांट कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन दोज थिंग्स. मोर ओवर देयर कैन बी मिस यूज ऑफ पावर ऑल्सो, राइट? वो अपने लोगों को कुछ नहीं बोले, लेकिन जो दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट वाले हैं उनको फिर वो बेकार में परेशान करें, तो ये मिस यूज भी हो सकता है. सो फॉर दैट पर्पज, दैट what they have done, they have, every manager, they have given some authority and powers, well defined jobs and responsibilities, that this will help the managers to become efficient in working. When managers are efficient, then it is likely that their person working under them will give the increased productivity. Okay, so this means it clarifies authority as well as responsibility. Now coming to the next point, it establishes coordination. Now what do we mean by this? Coordination हम पहले भी पढ़ चुके हैं बहुत बार. What is coordination? Coordination मतलब एक साथ के काम करना. जैसे कि for a simple example I can give you, like when you are writing in your book, right? So your eyes, your hands, they are coordinating with each other. आपकी आँख देख रही है, आपका हाथ लिख रहा है, राइट? अगर आँख नहीं, आप देख कहीं और रहे हो और हाथ चल रहा है, क्या आप सही जगह पे लिखोगे? नहीं, राइट? तो बोथ हैव टू कोऑर्डिनेट टू डू दी सिंगल वर्क. सो अगेन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एस्टैब्लिशेस कोऑर्डिनेशन. दिस फंक्शंस हेल्प्स इन एस्टैब्लिशिंग कोऑर्डिनेशन among different departments of organization. It creates clear-cut relationship among position and ensures mutual cooperation among individuals. Coordination or synchronization between all departments and different level of managers is important for smooth functioning of organizational activities. Now see, as I told you, there are various departments in organization. Like सबसे पहले क्या होगा, एक प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस होगा, राइट? फिर पैकेजिंग डिपार्टमेंट में जाएगा, फिर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव डिपार्टमेंट उसका प्राइस वगैरह फिक्स करेगा, देन इट विल गो टू सेलिंग, मार्केटिंग, then there will be selling, right? So there are so many departments. So if there is no coordination, suppose एक टारगेट मिला है, कोई गारमेंट्स की कंपनी है, they have got a target that they have to prepare 500 units or 500 pants in 15 days, right? Now production department has done his job very nicely. प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट ने 15 दिन में भेजना था, उन्होंने 12वें दिन सारी 500 पैंट रेडी कर दी है, राइट? अब क्या हुआ कि जो पैकिंग डिपार्टमेंट है उसने भी सही कर दिया अपना काम, राइट? तो पैकिंग वगैरह कर दी, एवरीथिंग इज रेडी ऑन द 13th day. Now what is the next work? That transportation has to be done. Now this has to be done by the selling department and this has to be made available at their stores, right? बट उन्होंने कुछ भी तैयारी नहीं की है. जो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है, इट हैज़ बीन डिलेड, राइट? सो why it has been delayed? Because they have not coordinated among themselves. Now selling department was thinking it has to be done only on 15th only, but the जो सामान है वो तो पहले ही prepared हो गया है 13th को. So here the packaging department should have informed to the selling कि your order has been ready, you can move now. So there can be some miscoordination like from both the sides. This is just a case I am taking. दोनों तरफ से हो सकता है, यहाँ से भी हो सकता है, वहाँ से भी हो सकता है. So if there is no coordination, then what is the use if those pants are not reaching in those organization which has been ordered them on 15? It will get cancelled or they will cut some money for late, right? So what is the use after doing so much, taking so much of pain and making so many of pants in proper time, right? So if there is coordination between each and every department, then only the work will flow in a smooth direction. One department is working very hard, एक डिपार्टमेंट बहुत काम कर रहा है, मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट एडवर्टाइजमेंट करवा रहा है, बहुत अच्छे से होर्डिंग्स लगवा रहा है, सब कर रहा है. अरे वो सब कर दिया, लेकिन अभी उसके बाद में वहाँ पहुँचा ही नहीं है सामान, मार्केट में है ही नहीं, तो लोग खरीदेंगे क्या? So that's why that is wrong. There should be coordination between all functions, all departments of the organization, and organizing helps in this, right? It creates coordination among different departments. It clears the relationship among the position and ensures mutual coordination among individuals. So that's why organizing helps in this coordination. Now, just a minute. Okay. Now coming to the next, helps for effective administration. This functions determines different positions, departments, activities, and the roles are clearly structured. The utmost care is taken while placing the right person in right job with the right authorities and responsibilities. It is achieved through division of work and delegation of authorities. This all leads to efficient and effective administration. Now this point is a summary basically of the last 2 points जो हमने पहले पढ़ा कि जॉब डिफाइन करना चाहिए, अथॉरिटी देना चाहिए, कोऑर्डिनेशन होना चाहिए. अगर ये सब चीज़ें होंगी then there will be effective administration. And who is doing all this thing? Organizing ये जो फंक्शन है इससे पोजीशन पता चलती है सब डिपार्टमेंट्स को, अपनी एक्टिविटीज़, एवरी डिपार्टमेंट knows their roles, and also there are right person in the right job with right authorities and responsibility. So there is division of work and there is delegation of authorities. That's why there will be efficient and effective administration. So whatever we have written in the last all points, this is just the summary of those points, right? Because there are all these things, so we can say that organizing this function helps in effective administration. Now next, helpful for growth and diversification. The growth of every organization depends on its smooth and efficient functioning. Clearly defined roles and responsibilities, coordination among all levels of management, personnel, and use of appropriate control techniques bring efficiency at workplace and organization grows well. This is possible only when the organization structure is well defined. Now again, so growth and diversification. What is growth? Growth means when you are increasing your प्रॉफिट डे बाय डे, राइट? ग्रो हो रहे हो आप. आपने फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2018-19 में 3 करोड़ का सपोज प्रॉफिट किया था, और अगर आप 3.5 भी जाते हो 19-20 में, देन यू आर हैविंग अ ग्रोथ साइन, राइट? सो ग्रोथ इज़ वेरी मच नेसेसरी फॉर एवरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. इफ देर इज़ नो ग्रोथ then it cannot maintain itself in the business changing environment. So the growth also depends upon the smooth and efficient functioning. If the organization is having smooth and efficient function, there should be growth only, right? Now whenever there are coordination, there is clearly defined roles and responsibilities among all the management. Personals means here what? Management personals means managers, human beings. जो भी management में काम कर रहे हैं, personal is in human being, right? So appropriate control techniques are used at efficiency at workplace and organization. They grow well. So all these things are possible when the organization structure is well defined. जब organization करने से और organizing करने से, right? Organizing से we can define the structure clearly, we can put right person, right job, we can maintain coordination, we can maintain administration, then everything will go smoothly. And जब हर चीज़ smoothly जाएगी, then it will lead to growth. If there is growth, then you can go for diversification. What is diversification? मीन्स टू एक्सपांड दी बिजनेस। पहले एक ही प्रोडक्ट बनाते थे, अब दो दो तीन तीन प्रोडक्ट बना रहे हैं। या आप दूसरी तरह से भी ले सकते हो डाइवर्सिफिकेशन को, मीन्स फर्स्ट यू हैव ओनली इन दी लोकल मार्केट, सिर्फ आप मुंबई रीजन में थे, नाउ यू हैव मूव टू दी national market, means you are sending your products to the different states also in the country, then you can go for the international market. So this is diversification, to expand your business at each and every level, and when it is possible, when there is growth in your organization. Next, it creates sense of security. Organizational structure clarifies the job position. It clearly states the duties and responsibilities of everyone. Everyone can work accordingly. Clarity in jobs and powers helps in increasing mental satisfaction, and it creates sense of security among the employees. Now, what is sense of security? Security means you feel like you are secure. आपको लगता है कि आप बचे हुए, मतलब सही जगह पे हो, आपको कोई खतरा नहीं है, यू आर नॉट एट एनी रिस्क. दिस सेंस, दिस फीलिंग दैट आई एम ओके विथ, आई एम ओके, आई एम फाइन, राइट, आई एम सिक्योर, ये कब आती है? व्हेन ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर clarifies the job position. Everyone knows that I am manager, I am supervisor, I am foreman, I am worker, I have to do this job, right? Everyone is clear with their job, their duties, their responsibilities. Everyone work according to that. Everyone knows their positions, everyone works according to that. They know what are their powers, right? So they have a mental satisfaction, and this will create a sense of security among the employees. Next, scope for innovation. Now, scope for innovation means what? Organizing function clears the role and activities to be performed. Employees can work by using their new ideas. This provides enough space to the manager to develop talent and flourish the knowledge. This scope for innovation in, into adopting new changes in methods of work is possible only through a set of organizational structures. Now, innovation means what? In planning also we have learned that it gives the part for innovation. Here also there is the scope of innovation. It means what? See, organizing helps in the it clears the roles. Everyone knows what is to be done, right? So they work, when they are working in a specific means they have a specific power, they have a specific department, उनका सिर्फ वही काम है, उनको पता है, तो वो उसके बारे में जितना काम करेंगे, जितना सोचेंगे, they can get to innovate new ideas, right? Then manager, he has to take under only, suppose there may be 50 employees under the production manager, so he has the work, his work is concentrated among those 50 employees only, so he has enough space to develop his talent and flourish the knowledge. He can guide them, he can have space, means वो उनकी गलतियों से, उनके अच्छे से सीख सकता है कि क्या और कर सकते हैं. Yeah, if there are some challenges in the department, he can work through it and he can come up with new ideas. So it helps in innovation, that is adopting new changes in methods of work. Now, so new methods किस तरह से हम change करेंगे तो अपनी productivity increase कर सकते हैं. All this manager can learn, right? Because he knows his power, he knows his job, he knows his job profile. सो ही इज़ इन दी डिपार्टमेंट, उसको 4 डिपार्टमेंट और नहीं देखने, उसको सिर्फ अपना ही डिपार्टमेंट देखना है. सो ही विल डू मास्टरी इन हिज डिपार्टमेंट. मोर ओवर एज द टाइम गोज, he can come up with the new ideas also, right? So this is organization structure helps in this. Okay, then next is helps in optimum utilization of resources. Now, organization means these functions provide different jobs in different employee according to job specification. Due to this, specification of work becomes possible. This workforce utilizes under resources at its optimum level so that the desired results are achieved within defined period. So optimum utilization of resources, this point we have already learned many times from the starting. Optimum utilization of resources means what? To make the resources useful, there should not be wastage. मैक्सिमम जो आप यूटिलाइज यानी जो आप यूज़ कर सकते हो उस रिसोर्स का उतना, ऑप्टिमम यानी जहाँ पे जाके कोई वेस्टेज भी नहीं हो, कुछ चीज़ ख़राब भी नहीं हो, और इससे ज़्यादा अब आप नहीं कर सकते, तो इसको आप बोलते हैं ऑप्टिमम, बेस्ट use of your resources. And resources, you know, physical resources and human resources, right? So this function it provides different jobs to different employees. They know their jobs specification, because of which what happened, there is, because of this division of work, what comes, specialization of work. So the right workforce utilizes other resources at its ऑप्टिमम लेवल. सबको पता है कि मुझे यही काम करना है, उनके पास क्या रिसोर्सेज है, तो मैं उसको कितना परफेक्टली यूज़ कर सकते हैं, वो ऑप्टिमम लेवल तक यूज़ कर सकते हैं, वो उनको पता चल जाता है. वो उनको दे कम टू नो इट एंड दे डू इट, एंड व्हेन दे डू इट दे गेट द डिज़ायर्ड रिजल्ट्स. जो भी उनका डिज़ायर, जो भी उनका प्लान रिजल्ट्स था, दे गेट इट, and that too in a definite period. Definite period means what period which has been defined. Okay, so this is organizing last point, that is helps in optimum utilization of resources. Now, as last day also I told you, all the five functions are important. All the five functions are important, and any one of them will be definitely asked in the exam, where they will ask you what is planning, explain the importance of planning, or what is organizing, explain the importance of organizing, like that, right? So anyone is definitely going to be asked, or they can ask for justifying any one point, that organizing has a scope for innovation, organizing function provides scope for innovation. So you have to explain it, justify it, or they can ask you explain any five importance of organizing, right? So for all of this, as last day I told you, for planning, just write down importance of planning. In the same way, in for organizing also, you can just write down a proper importance of organizing, where you will write any one definition, right? Give an introduction, write one definition, and then you will write all these 10 points in, you can cut short the points in your own language also, right? So what will happen, you will get a ready रखना है आपके पास, ready, आपके बार बार मोबाइल खोल के आपको देखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. You can do your studies directly from your notes, and definitely there is going to be, they are going to ask anyone this, and moreover the objectives also, right? So today I'm going to stop with this, and tomorrow we will start with the staffing. Here see in a box you can see organize teachers day in your college. This is just, these are the practical questions which are given, which you have to just think over it after doing the study. After studying this organizing function, we can just think over it. Organize teachers day in your college. So suppose you have to organize a teacher day in your college, what planning you have to do and how you will organize. Planning तो सिर्फ पेपर पे होगी, राइट? जैसे टीचर बता दिया जो मेन लोग हैं कि ये करना है, उसको ऑर्गेनाइज कैसे करना है. Suppose you have to bring organize that ceremony, in where you will organize, in audio room, in which classroom, how you will manage it, how you will invite the teachers, right? What you will give to them, you will bring cake, or what eateries you will bring. So all this thing will help you to decide, help you to understand about the organizing function only. That's why after each and everything they have given in a box a practical question. This is not from exam point of view, this is just for your understanding, that how much you have understood about this function, right? If you can think over it, right? So today I'm going to start with this, end with this topic here. Tomorrow I will be starting with staffing. Okay, so complete this assignment, explain the importance of organizing, right? Okay, thank you.